So then she gets on the phone, and you know how you can tell when somebody's trying to play you. They trying to switch their voice up and try to be something that they're not. And it was just plain sight. It was so funny. So I was like, okay, she wants to play. Let's go. So then I started asking, the person's name. I said, all right,
Mrs. Jones, for security purposes, could you verify the last 4 digits of your social security number? Huh? My last what?
Now, all of a sudden, she don't understand English now.
Estúpido. Don't worry about it.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to my channel.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, welcome back to my channel.
How you doing?
If you're new, welcome. Hello. Hi. My name is Lou. I'm a mother of 2. I am an insurance agent. I do work a 9 to 5, unfortunately, but we're working on it to where we select our own schedules. And yeah, nice to meet you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You're going to love it here, I promise.
Okay.
And to my OGs, thank you and welcome back.
Sac passé?
Now, bully.
So, as you can see the title of this video, y'all, I'm a type of person, when I tell stories, guys, I jump off the subject, okay? So just bear with me. That's just to keep it 100 with y'all, and so you know what you're getting yourselves into. All right. And also, a lot of these things that I mention on my videos are just my opinions, so don't come for me. A lot of people experience things differently and handle things differently, and I come here just to let you know what my journey is like, what my experiences are like. So yeah, and that's what we're doing on this channel. We're about our money. We take that serious. We don't let nothing get in our way when it comes to money. Okay. All right. So anyways, yeah, so let me tell y'all, today I do work, so I will be logging on soon. Logging on soon. I'm actually on my first break, but I will be logging back in soon, so I just wanted to let y'all know what's really going on. So my last call before I went on break, it lasted longer, so I went over my break. Always dealing with people's shenanigans. They always with the craps. But this one here was unique, and I had time for it. This time I did not rush them off the phone. I was just like, look at this imbecile try to play me. Don't you know I'm from Dade County 305?
Nothing left to say, like, period.
That's what they do all day. So they prep me so I know what a scam looks like and what it sounds like. Okay, so if you don't know, if you're new here, I am an insurance agent. I do work a 9 to 5 with this company. And they deal with their the way of taking calls and identifying people, and their greetings are different. It's just different ways of identifying a borrower, right? So, and I knew that this person wasn't a borrower, which is okay because we usually talk to agents, we talk to lenders, yeah. So, and we talk to third-party verifiers. I meant third parties, excuse me. So this one here, he was neither or. But like I said, I had time because obviously he had time to play, and I'm working, so I'm on the clock. So either way it goes, if you feel like you want to play around, let's play, baby, because you're not wasting my time, you're wasting yours. So so here we go. So of course, the call comes in, I say my greeting, and once I say my greeting, I'm verifying the account. I'm asking this man questions. This man is not answering them correctly, and there's a lot of people that come on the phone and don't remember a lot of things about their account. Like I told y'all, a lot of these homeowners, they don't know diddly squat about being a homeowner. So automatically I thought in my head, okay, this is one of those customers. So then I'm like, verifying the account, asking him to verify information. He's giving me all the wrong information. So I'm like, this should be easy. Verify your property address. He couldn't even do that either. But when he came through my line, a account populated. So when an account populated, you just got to verify with them to make sure, okay, this is the right person that I'm speaking to. All right, how may I help you? But I can't even go that far with him because he couldn't verify what he was talking about. So then I'm like,
okay, so what's the last name on the account and what's the first name?
You hear him whispering, literally. So he's thinking that I cannot hear him whispering to someone else. All right. Now, the only thing I feel like that would have really got me is when if he was speaking a different language that I couldn't understand, then maybe he would have scammed the heck out of me, you know. But he's an American and he was just being a fool about it, you know, being messy about it. So he's like,
so what do I tell her? I'm not answering everything correctly, so what do I do?
So supposedly this chick gets on the phone and she says,
oh, hi, what is it that you're asking him? Because I'm the homeowner.
I said, well, is he the homeowner too? Because I've been asking him to verify these questions and he's not able to verify them. So who is able to verify these questions? And she's like, oh, I can. So what was the question again? So I go through my spiel again, y'all. Already frustrated at this point because I am repeating the greeting and the questions to identify this individual. So she couldn't verify it either. So I'm just like, maybe you have the wrong number. Maybe you, I said, what department are you trying to get connected to? And she's like,
what department are you in?
And I'm like, the insurance department. And she's like,
oh, okay.
So yeah, that's the department that I need. And I was like, okay, great. So how may I help you? And she's like,
oh, I'm just calling because I wanted to get more information on my account.
I said, okay, so then let's go ahead and pull up your account so I can provide you with that information. Same crap. Couldn't verify nothing. Couldn't tell me anything. And at this point, I'm trying to figure out how are they able to pull up an account? How account populated when they called in, but that account they're not able to verify. So I'm like, okay, like these people, they want to play. Let's play at this point. I'm ready to play, y'all. All right, so I'm logging back in. So I'm ready to play. So I'm just like, okay, cool. Let's go. So here she goes. She's like,
can we place you on hold?
I'm like, okay. All right, go ahead and place me on hold. And I'm like, how is this lady gonna place me on hold? She's not even, you know, on a business phone or whatever. At least that's what I was thinking. And she wasn't. She was on a mobile. So then you hear them whispering back and forth. Like you can hear them whispering. Like I understood some words, and but some words I couldn't understand because the way they were whispering. So all I can hear her say, so what do I say to her? What do I say to her? Like, what do I use? What name should I use? And I'm like, hello? That's what I said. I said, hello? And she's like, oh my gosh, she heard us. Oh my gosh, what should we do? And I'm like, did you want to give us a call back when you're able to gather all the information that you need? And then she's like,
no, not yet. Can you just give us another 2 minutes, please? I'm like, okay.
Another 2 minutes. So I'm just chilling, y'all. Chilling in silence. At this point, I can't hear anything. Their background is silent. I cannot hear
nothing.
It's like when I'm breathing through my headset, I can't hear anything. So automatically, I keep looking at my dialer. I'm like, nope. They're still on the phone. They didn't hang up because, you know, the dialer usually tells you if they're still on the phone or not. Still got me holding. 2 minutes passed. I'm still holding. 3 minutes passed. So the longest we can wait is like at least 3 minutes and we log off. So I gave him a good 5 minutes because I didn't want to take no more calls after that. I was ready to just go on my break. So they finally come back after 6 minutes. Still with the shenanigans. So finally, she's like,
So I don't have my property address, but I can give you my my grandma's information.
and I'm like, okay, so is your grandma near you? She's like,
No, she's in her garden.
and I'm like, okay, so can let's pull up her information, but I will still need to verify and get her authorization in order to talk to you. Sorry. I will still need to get her authorization in order to talk to you. She was like, okay, that's fine. So then clear enough, I was able, I said clear enough. Finally, I was able to pull up an account. Y'all listening? Yeah, finally. So I pull up the account and I ask her to verify the property address, and she was able to verify it, right? So I'm like in my head, why she ain't do this from the jump? Like, what's wrong with these people? Why do they like wasting people time? Right? So then I'm like, okay, thank you for verifying that information. So she's like,
Do you still want to speak to my grandma? Because she's kind of busy and I don't want to interrupt her while she's gardening.
and I said, I'm so sorry, but in order for me to provide you with any information, I need to get her authorization. Another hold. Another hold, y'all. But this time it took like a good 3 to 4 minutes. So finally, Grandma gets on the phone. But guess who it was that was pretending to be Grandma? You got it. The previous chick I was on the phone with.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That was like, do you still want to talk to my grandma? I don't want to interrupt her from gardening.
Estúpido.
Why do these scammers like don't know how to really scam that well? Like, they suck at what they do at this point. So then she gets on the phone and she had this crackling voice going on. Like, she tried to really sound older than what she really sounds. Because at this point, the whole time she's talking to me, she has like this, hi, that voice. And I don't know how women talk like that, because I don't know how to talk like that. I have a deep voice, especially when I wake up, man, it's so deep. So baby, that voice is deep, okay? So anyway, so then she gets on the phone, and you know how you can tell when somebody's trying to play you. They trying to switch their voice up and try to be something that they're not. And it was just plain sight. It was so funny. So I was like, okay, she wants to play. Let's go. So then I started asking, the person's name. I said, all right,
Mrs. Jones, for security purposes, could you verify the last 4 digits of your social security number?
She's like, huh? My last what? Now, all of a sudden, she don't understand English now.
I'm trying to be cool, but goddamn.
All of a sudden, you don't understand English. You're not understanding the words that's coming out of my mouth all of a sudden. Okay. So I literally repeated that question 3 times. And I was like, oh, is there any way that I can speak to your granddaughter and maybe she can verify it for you? And then she's like, oh, okay. So all of a sudden you understand that part, but you don't understand the part when I'm asking you to verify the last 4 digits of your social security number, right? A pain. So finally she switches her voice. So I had to wait another 2 minutes, right? Another 2 minutes until she gets her granddaughter on the phone. Granddaughter comes on the phone. Well, the so-called granddaughter that switched her voice. Now she's granddaughter. She's not grandma no more. And she's like,
yes, my grandma said you wanted to talk to me. Is everything okay?
and I'm like, I was asking your grandma to verify the last 4 digits of her social security number. And she's like, why?
Why do you need that? Did she tell you that she's okay with me talking on behalf of her account? Why would you need that?
I'm like, ma'am, it's protocol. That's the questions we ask everyone, especially if their name is not on the account. That's just what we ask. So then she's like, oh, okay, well, what did she say? This is how you know, guys. This is what they don't tell you when you work from home. Okay? Even when you don't work from home and you're working in a call center setting, like in a actual center itself, not remotely, this can happen anywhere. Okay? So pay attention to this. So then she's like, y'all gotta listen to the clue words. And sometimes if you don't know what a scam call consists of, this should give you like the this call should give it away, and certain words should give it away, and realize that this is not the customer. This is not their account. So she was like, why does it matter? Like, you know, you wanted to authorize, you wanted to get our authorization to talk to me, right? Like, why do you have to ask all these questions? Why? I'm like, in my head, why are you telling me how to do my job? This is protocol. So obviously that wasn't your grandma, that was you. And you want to sit here and pretend that you are these customers. Like, I wanted to know, like, how did it, like, did she call here before and did she get away with stuff? Was she able to get the information that she needed from these accounts? Because, like, that is insane. So while she's talking to me, I'm just typing up. I'm sending a message to my supervisor. I'm like, hey, tap in on my line, because you got to listen to this call. I said, it's a scam call. And she was like, really? Okay. She said, give me a second. She said, I'll let you know when I'm in. Sure enough, within a minute, my supervisor hit me up. She sent me a message. She's like, I'm in. She's like, keep talking to her. Keep talking to her. And she said, keep asking more questions. And she's typing in on what questions I should ask, right? To play the role, you know, to pretend that I'm falling for it. You know what I'm saying?
A few moments later.
All right, y'all. I had to take a break to take this, to tell y'all the story, because I'm actually on my lunch break. So I just got through throwing the trash away because I made salmon last night. So the whole house to me still smells like it. So, so basically my supervisor was like, okay, she was all into it, guys. She was chatting away. She was sending me instant messages to ask questions, you know, to probe questions with them to see if it was real or not. Because remember, she's just getting in the gist, and I've been in there for like a good 15 minutes straight messing with these people. I would say more. I would say actually I was on there for 25 minutes on that call. Okay? Messing, playing around with these little kids, or whatever you want to call them, with grown-ass adults that's wasting grown people time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in the middle of cooking. Y'all already know. Your girl is all over the place right now. So, so then my supervisor's like, ask this question, ask this question, ask this question. So then she noticed that, yep, they're scamming. Let me tell you guys, it's tax season. So these people are going to get on top, not even on tax season, in general. You know what I'm saying? Because they're after us. They're after us Americans. We just work hard. We mind our business. We're not trying to be into nobody's crap. But people just seems to want to come for us. People from different countries just want to come for us. And we have nothing to do with it. But anyway. So, and they're using like innocent people to do these things. And they're so dumb and not realizing that what they're doing is illegal. And if they get caught, they can go to jail for like years, you know. So So here goes my supervisor. She's like, ask more questions, ask these questions, ask these questions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh my God, what is she trying to do at this point? So finally, a scammer knows a scammer. I'm not a scammer, but obviously someone on the other end that was asking me to ask these questions. Yeah. So people, I'm telling you, like here's a scamming one right now. Look what it's asking me. If you can't see, it's saying, Easy Drive MA alert. Your vehicle has an unpaid toll bill to avoid excessive. So I'm getting these a lot now. And guys, they would never text you. They would never email you. They will call you or send you notices in the mail. That's how you know they're legit. And still, if you're receiving stuff in the mail, still do your research. Still do your research. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that the questions that my supervisor is asking me to ask this individual here, I'm like, hold up, you know way too much. She probably worked in the fraud department one time. You know what I'm saying? She probably knows exactly what questions to ask. I'm not going to judge her. But it was just like, wow. These sound like, you know, something that you can actually put someone in a mix with. So finally, as I'm asking these questions, the girl that's pretending to be who she not and also grandma at the same time panicked a little bit, and you could tell by her voice. She was like, oh my God, why do you have to ask all these questions? This is annoying. Like, wow. So here goes the other guy that I was talking to the first time, the whole time now, the first time. And I guess he got really scared. Like he felt like I was going to be able to figure him out. He passed the phone to the girl. So the girl's like getting tired with all these questions. So she's like, are you going to help me or not? I was like, the only way I can help you is you actually answering the questions that I've been asking. I said, because you still haven't yet verified your account. Your grandma still haven't provided me with her last four of her social. So did you want to continue this call? Or did you just want to call back when you have the information at hand? She's like, oh, I'm not going to call back. You guys should be able to help out or whatever. And I said, well, and then here goes my supervisor. She was like, well, tell her this. Since I can't help her out, does she want to speak to my supervisor? So I told her that, and I asked her that. I was like, hey, since you feel like I can't help you, do you want to speak to my supervisor? And she was like, you think she'll be able to help me? I said, yeah, she'll be able to help you. I said, she'll be able to do a better job than me. So my supervisor was like, good one, good one. So she's typing, she's like saying, good one. She's like, I want you to remain on the phone with me, okay? When you transfer over. Because I guess 2 ears are better than one at this point. So I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, you know, less time on the phones for me. Hell yeah. I'm not going to deny that. Hell yeah, I'll be on the phone with her. And actually, I wanted to hear how the call went anyway. So here goes my supervisor. So she's like talking to the girl or whatever. And she's like, yes, hi. You know, she gives her greeting or whatever. And then here goes the little girl that was acting like a grandma. Once again, my supervisor goes and says, so is your grandma available? She's like, the girl says, yes, she is available. She was like, well, I need to speak to her. So I can authorize you on her account here so we can go ahead and talk about her account. So here goes the girl again, pretending that she's grandma. And I gave my supervisor the heads up. I said, I instant messaged her. I said, she's going to pretend that she's grandma. Watch. She was like, no way. She texts back. She says, no way. I said, watch, you'll see. So here goes the little girl again, right? The girl goes like, she's like playing her role very, very well. She's like, grandma, they want to speak to you again. So grandma was like, so then you don't hear anything, right? When she said, grandma, they want to speak to you again, you don't hear anything coming. from nobody's mouth at this point. So then she does this, the same thing she did with me over the phone, made me wait for at least a minute or two until she was able to gather herself into the grandma character, right? So at this point, I knew I was gonna laugh, y'all. So I made sure that my headset was on mute because I knew I was gonna laugh. So I gave my supervisor a heads up. I said, she gonna pretend that she grandma watch, and you can't tell me this ain't her. She was like, no way. I said, yes, wait, watch. So here goes the girl finally. The girl, so the girl, she finally gets on the phone, right, y'all? The girl finally gets on the phone and she's like, grandma tone, grandma mode and everything, right? So I put a laugh out loud, laugh out loud. She was like, oh my God, this girl is really, excuse me, my supervisor at this point is texting me that she's like, this girl is really playing this role here. You were right. I say, yeah. So here goes my supervisor asking her the same questions that I ask the so-called grandma. So she's like, can I have the last 4 digits of your social? She was like, hey there, Ms. Jones. I'm just requesting to speak to you because your granddaughter did inform me that it's okay to speak to her, but I needed to speak to you to make sure that it's okay. So the little girl acts up. I call her a little girl because her voice, okay? So her voice, when she's talking to me, in her regular voice. I guess that's her regular voice. I don't know anymore at this point. So then the girl was like, so the girl was playing the grandma role. She's like, oh yeah, it's fine. It's okay. I said it already. It's okay for my granddaughter to take over. It's okay. And then here goes my supervisor with the last 4 digits of her social. She was like, that's great. I just wanted to get that permission from you because we didn't want to allow her into your account without you being okay with it. And she was like, before you go, is there any way that I can have you verify the last 4 digits of your social? She dropped the bomb on her. So here goes the so-called grandma. She's like, the previous agent asked me the same thing. I can't remember. I'm old. I don't know the last 4 digits of my social. And she was like, my supervisor's like, well, do you know your whole social security number? You can provide that to me as well. And she's like, I'm so old, I can't remember anything or this and that. I don't remember. She's like, well, I'm so sorry. We won't be able to further assist you. She was like, but why? I just need, and then my supervisor's like, well, we want to, but you're not cooperating. So we would have to, get that information from you in order to authorize and authenticate your account. There was no way this girl was able to provide the information we was asking y'all. No way. So then here goes the girl saying she's still on grandma mode. She's still playing that role, saying that, well, I'm going to pass the phone over to my granddaughter because I am in the middle of gardening right now and I don't have time for this. Just like that, right? So, of course, we have to wait, how many minutes, guys? 1 or 2 minutes in order for the girl to get back in her role again. So then you don't even hear the grandma calling out for the girl at all. So she sucks at her role at this point because now my supervisor's like, yep, that's her. Because supposedly if you're going to hand the phone to someone, you're going to call out their name and say, hey, so-and-so, come get the phone. But none of that happened. So finally the girl gets back on the phone. Here goes my supervisor. She's like, I want to say something to you. And the girl was like, yeah, what's going on? Did she give you the authorization to speak to me now about the account? My supervisor was like, no. She's like, you know what? It's sad that you feel like you can play these games with a huge company like this. And I hope that one day you sit down and realize what you're doing, because this is considered fraud and a scam. And I don't know how far and how long you've been doing this for, but I see where this is going, and I don't want to waste any of my time dealing with this with you anymore. Y'all listening? Okay. So at this point, y'all, my supervisor is pissed because she said this girl probably done called several times pretending to be someone not that she's not, and she might have got through someone that wasn't even paying attention or listening to the key words to figure out what a scam is like. So my supervisor was like, so then what she did was she went on the, because we have like in the messenger, there's a side where it divides teams, right? So there's an option to where each team can post what they want to post on there. So she went on there and posted that I was a great agent, how I pay attention to certain keywords in a call, how I was able to identify a scammer that was on a phone. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you how it ended. So after she lectured the little girl, whatever, we called her a little girl because that's basically what she sounded like. She ends up hanging up because she felt like, damn, they caught me. You know what I'm saying? They caught me in my shit. And what else she was gonna say? Sorry, scammers don't apologize. They don't. They just keep on trying and try to get to their victim. The best way they know how. The best way they know how. So I'll be back, y'all. So yeah, little mama thought that she scored. She felt like, oh dang, I got one. I got a fish. I caught a fish. And now I'm gonna get this fish to do whatever I wanted to do. Not this fish. You caught 2 fishes, but you did not get your way with these 2 fishes that you caught, baby.
I ain't got time for that customer service shit and people getting smart. I ain't with that. I'm from the streets, sir.
Try it again with the next company, because, baby, you ain't getting nowhere with this company. Ain't that crazy, guys? This lady was trying to scam her way through people's accounts. That's insane, bro. That's the world that we live in. People is just trying to get it in. And it's not even so much of Americans scamming each other. It's like people from abroad, from different countries, that's trying to target Americans. And we work as hard as they, even though we're lazy at times, but still. You know what I'm saying? It's how they want to target us as if we're the freaking target. We're not. We're not. We're regular people that's trying to get by in life. You know what I'm saying? But no, they want us. They want to get everything we got. They want what we got. And we don't realize how blessed we are with the things that we have. We just want more and complain about what we don't have. And it's just insane. It's insane, y'all. But that's life, baby. I don't know if I checked in already, but that's it, y'all. That's it. Tell me, like, would you be able to, I don't know, like, would you, like, if you were in my shoes, would you be able to figure out if that was a scam or not, y'all? Be honest. It's like I said before, I think it all comes with experience. Like, it all depends how long you've been working as a customer service representative and how long you've been doing the jobs that you've been doing. And just being a victim too also teaches you, because I was a victim of identity theft, and that shit does not feel good at all. It feels horrible. It feels like everything's been taken away from you, and that's basically what it is. People are taking what's important to us most. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair that we have to experience that. But would you ever figure out, like, if you were on a call to ever figure out like, dang, that was like a scam or not. Guys, the key words, these scammers, they are smart but dumb at the same time. They are. They're smart and dumb at the same time. So what they're doing is they're preying on the weak. And they prey on the elderly people, because especially the lonely ones that don't know any better, that thinks that people are out there to help them when they're not. That's who they target. So be careful, guys. I hope this video was helpful. I mean, this story time, I have a lot. I have a lot where this came from. So if you got this far in this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all. Love y'all. Comment down below. Tell me how you would have handled that call. Excuse me. Let me know. Bye.